Here we have an article about the West Texas fertilizer plant explosion, and I'm going to have to go fast to cover everything that I want to ask or think about this thing, so I can't read all this stuff because it's really a long article. But you can go to the Mail online and check it out for yourself. This is today, Thursday, April 18th, 2013. It was like an atomic bomb. Like an atomic bomb. The first daylight images reveal shocking devastation of the fertilizer plant explosion that tore through the town, left 15 people dead and others hundreds injured. This is supposed to be an apartment complex. I see no furniture. I see no clothing. I see no appliances. I see no TVs. I don't see anything that people have when they live in an apartment complex or when they live anywhere. We got a wrecked car here. It's fairly new. Pieces. It seems to be smoldering. Here's more. No clothing, no furniture. These little rooms are so small. Is this really an apartment complex or something else? Here's some kind of little cabinet, probably a bathroom cabinet or something. The only thing you can find is this string of blue stuff right here and this red and black. Red and black is an Illuminati flag. We did it. We're here, whatever. That's what I've heard anyway. This cannot be, it's too small to be a window unit air conditioner. This, probably some kind of kitchen cabinet. I don't know what. But no people signs anywhere except for somebody's Thelma blanket or quilt. This thing has been here a long time. This is not new. None of this stuff is in here is new. It's like just old torn up wood, old ratty tar paper, bent 2x6s. Okay. This says, this is the remains of the fertilizer plant destroyed by the explosion. Well, that's completely gone here. Completely gone, if this is it. All we have is a tree that didn't get burned by any of it. How'd that happen? Look at all this stuff. It's dead. And this says, the remains of the fertilizer plant smolder in the rain on Thursday. What's this Brock thing? Nobody's ever mentioned Brock. I don't know what that is. This is supposed to be the plant on fire. Here's a similar tree. Here's another tree. Lots of green grass. Really green. Somebody's truck lost a tailgate. That really doesn't mean it was blown up in the fire because the rest of the body looks pretty straight. That could just be anything. It might be blown up, it might not. Here's some interesting stuff. Here's the explosion at the plant. This is a building. In another map it shows that the ammonia tanks are right here, ammonia tanks. And this is the nursing home that collapsed in the explosion. This is the back. No entrance, no driveway, no walkway, no sidewalk into the back of the nursing home. This thing has a front carport up here sticking out so cars can drive under and the nursing home patients can get in out of the rain and stuff. We do that here in Texas. Y'all probably do where you are. There's a triage set up on the football field at the middle school. Right here where this toxic ammonia fumes is, in the open air. Nobody's wearing a gas mask. You'll see that in a few minutes. Why? Okay, I-35 from Laredo to San Antonio, Austin, Waco West, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. President tweeted these pictures as a mushroom cloud from my front yard in west right after the explosion. That is a mushroom cloud. It is a big mushroom cloud. You know, there's hardly anybody home at 7:50 at night. 1, 2, 3. And some lights coming at us. Here's those lights. One, there's the tail end of that truck. That thing's parked there. And these lights, I don't know what that's all about, but there's not many people in this neighborhood. That's no signs of life, really. And the grass, it's not too badly mowed. I don't know if people live there or not. Now this is explosion. This looks like an explosion. It looks like something's on fire, really nicely on fire, glowing deep under all that stuff. This looks like it's on fire, but this dried out old wood and old sheetrock, piles of it, piles of stuff here. This stuff would be up like dry leaves. It'd just be poof, it'd be on fire. This is not on fire. How can this be on fire? I just don't know. It doesn't make logical sense to me, and it's not that wet yet because it's still dark. Here's some old broken down utility meters. Doubt they're smart meters. Or they would have got out of the way. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, this house is on fire, and there's nobody trying to put this fire out. It's a photographer taking a picture, and this guy is not a fireman. You can tell he doesn't have that baggy shirt top thing, and no hat, and none of those baggy pants that the firemen wear to protect their skin. This is just somebody walking past a house fire. This is not, according to this guy looking, it doesn't look like a big deal. He's not frantically looking for anybody either. Okay, here we go at the emergency room. He's got a head wound of some type, and it's been running on his shirt. You can see that. He's getting hooked up to IV, I guess. He's got something going on here. And she's got something there. So anyway, he's getting triaged at Hillcrest Baptist Medical. So is she at Hillcrest Baptist Medical. Or she's a patient there. I don't know. Doesn't have any street clothes on. She's already got a gown on. Here's our open air triage unit where we shouldn't be breathing anhydrous ammonia fumes. Toxic ammonia fumes. Everybody's out in the air, open. Here's a fire truck. Here's a little bitty thing like a fire truck. There's a sort of a fire truck. This is an ambulance. And this is an ambulance. That's it, buddy. Cop car. I don't know. Cop car, maybe. Looks like a VW here. VW cop car? Not too sure about that. Looks more like one of those nerds things. Anyway, makeshift treatment, injured people being treated at the flood-lit high school football field turn staging area after the blast. Really? Can't really see that. School buses were used to ferry residents away from the scene of the explosion. Here's a lady in scrubs. This looks like more scrubs, more scrubs. Not scrubs, but an emergency worker chick. An emergency worker dude. And a hat. I don't know why I think that's interesting, but think about Boston and a guy with the hat. I don't know. Here's somebody running in the daylight, it looks like, or it's pretty bright with these bleachers and stuff here with a backboard or a stretcher board or whatever that's called. And he got bloodied up. Glass, probably. Blown out windows, glass, I don't know. Here's pictures of our fire and then our mega dude explosion that hit the Richter scale on 2.1. More of that. This isn't blown up. This isn't blown up at all. Look how close that is. That's kind of interesting. Here's a picture that on the surface it just looks like you want to look at the mushroom cloud. But this town doesn't have hardly any business at Sonic. 3 cars. Are these the employees' cars? This place only has 3 cars in it. What's up with that noise? At like supperish time on a Wednesday or a Thursday, it seems like they would be more jumping than that. Seismic wave, sound wave through the air was pretty big. They said it felt like a an atomic bomb. Anyway, look at this. Y'all should watch this. This guy and his little daughter captured the big explosion on tape, on film, on camera. This is when she said she couldn't hear anymore. Remains of a silo as part of the fertilizer plant smokes until Thursday morning after the plant exploded Wednesday night. Pretty bright, pretty fiery. Still pretty fiery. Lots of fires going. A destroyed home Thursday morning. Rescue teams go door to door, check for residents who could have been hurt. I don't see a rescue team, but I do see one gone down to the ground. West Furniture. It's a furniture store. It's got a couple of chairs and a bed. The glass is down on the sidewalk. Now here's an interesting photo. Rescue or emergency workers assist elderly person to the emergency triage area at the local school stadium in West Texas. Here's another little old lady in a wheelchair. Here's an older guy. People are helping people. This looks like somebody that actually is a worker at the somewhere, hospital or somewhere. Maybe she's from the nursing home. Who knows? But what I find really interesting is this deal right here. We already have troops, and we only see one troop. This is the only troop I see. Already got one troop with blue gloves, blue emergency gloves on. It's the only picture I've seen with troops. Troops! I don't know. Here's that nursing home. Here's what it says. Evacuated people push wheelchairs in front of the damaged nursing home. FRIN. Where 133 residents were evacuated on Wednesday night after the explosion. Okay, it's already been evacuated. They're just pushing wheelchairs in front of it to give you the flavor. Got a little piece of the roof blown out, got a little piece of this gone. But let's take a close look at this sign, this box, and these blown in windows. I find that interesting. Let's check. Here's another part of that apartment complex. Siding's blown off, or it got knocked off or something. There's all the bricks down here. Maybe they got taken down by somebody. Here's that sign and that box on the front under the carport of the nursing home. It says no parking, ambulance drive, and then some kind of glass box. This guy is in here looking for what? What are you looking for, dude? It's already been evacuated the night before, the day before, and look at this pile of crap. What is this crap? That cannot possibly be insulation. It just can't be in this big old huge pile like that. But we got it in here. It's a pile of dirt or scrape up or something. So was this really? Did people really, or were they really in here? It was already evacuated on Wednesday night. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand that. There's more of that thing, and it just keeps continuing to fall in or look worse. That apartment building. And through rubble. And that's the same shot again. Searching for residents out here in the ground, not up there in the building. They know there's nobody there. There's that truck with the tailgate crunched down. And see the rest of the body? Well, it is blown out. But the body isn't twisted or any of that kind of thing. Just the tailgate.